Okay, today we're going to have a look at the product rule. This is a rule that makes it easier for us to do some of the things that take a long time if you don't use this rule. It's a rule that really just speeds things up. So we use it when we have two different functions and we've multiplied them together. Hence the name the product rule, because we're looking for the product of two functions. I'll give you an example of what that means. So if we had something like this, if we had f of x equals x plus 3, and g of x equals 2x squared plus 5, all right? And then we wanted to find what, and we had h of x equals f of x times g of x. What we want to do, if we want to differentiate h of x, there's a rule for that. And this is the product rule. Right? We could, so h of x equals x plus 3 times 2x squared plus 5. All right? Now the product rule is this. H dash of x equals f dash of x times g of x plus g dash of x times f of x. Okay, how does that work in this situation? Well, that means that we're going to have to solve this one here to find h of x, h dash of x, sorry. First of all, we differentiate the first part. Well, x plus 3 is just going to be 1 times g of x, 2x squared plus 5, plus, now g dash of x, so that's 4x times f of x, x plus 3. All right, now we just simplify that, and so we get h dash of x equals 2x squared plus 5 plus 4x squared plus 12x, which equals 6x squared plus 12x plus 5. Okay, now that's actually works out, once you get in some of the more difficult equations, actually works out to be quite a lot faster than just expanding and then differentiating. Right, so let's have a look at a couple of examples of different things that we could do. Okay, we could get one like this. F of x equals, now when we put it in functions, we can actually break them down into different functions. So if we had one like this, x squared minus 9 times x to the negative 3 plus 2. Right, well, what we've got here, again, we just differentiate each part. We differentiate the first part and multiply by the second one. So, f dash of x equals, well, I'm going to put little lines underneath the different parts so that we know which one is which. Right, so first of all, we're going to do g dash f, or h, and then we're going to do plus g h dash. Right, the order doesn't really matter. All right, so g dash is going to be 2x times h, x to the negative 3 plus 2. Plus 2. And then GH dash plus x squared minus 9 now we're going to differentiate that part there is going to disappear, so it's going to be negative 3x to the power of negative 4. Right, now we could expand that to make it a little bit more palatable. We could leave it like that, but I think it's better to expand it. So we end up with 2x to the power of negative 2 plus 4x plus x squared times 3x to the negative 4. So that's going to be minus 3 x to the power of negative 2. Minus times a minus is a plus. Plus 27 x to the power of negative 4. Right, we've got our 2 and our 3 are going to be simplified. So we end up with a 4x minus x to the negative 2 plus 27 x to the power of negative 4. Right. And that's really all there is to the product rule. It's again one that we need to do some practice of. So here's a couple of questions for you to have a go at. Let's try these. Okay, question 1. F of x equals x plus 7, x minus 5. Yep. Put that up there. A little bit easier to read. Question 2. F of x equals x squared minus x plus 1 times 3x plus 2. And question 3, f of x equals the square root of x times x, 3x to the power of negative 2. Alright, so there's your 3 questions. I'll see you in class.